New York City is filled with stories, and they can go on and on and on. And this is just one of them about how I judge strangers. And okay, so I'm in Grand Central, and I'm waiting for my train. And it's a little later at night, probably like 8 or 9, and it's still busy in there, but it's not like 5 o'clock rush hour. And I hear just like this screaming to the point where like I push pause because now you're interrupting my tunes. I'm getting pissed off, and I want to know what's going on, like if we're being attacked or something. So I see a homeless guy off to one side, and he is puking his brains out and throwing up in this plastic bag. And another homeless guy is screaming at him from about 50 feet away, being like, "You fucking pussy, like, you're not a man, like, this is not how homeless men act in LA." And I'm like, why am I watching two homeless dudes fight right now? And that's not even the worst part. The worst part is that the one guy just keeps yelling and the other guy's just throwing up so much. Now maybe he had the flu, okay? Or he didn't have the drugs he needed that day, or I don't know, maybe he had the wrong kind of sushi. I don't know. I'm not the one to judge there. But it got to the point where this guy's screaming so much that a cop comes over. And fucking cop looked like he was 11. I could see why they put him in Grand Central, because there are a lot of people there that can protect him. He walks up to the screaming guy who basically was like, "Dude, like, leave, like, walk away, like, leave this guy alone," kind of thing. And these are two probably late 50s, early 60s black men, okay? And this is important in a second. We'll get to that, because I'm not racist or ageist, but these are important to the story. Now, okay, the loud screaming homeless dude walks away, and I decide to go up to the guy who's puking his brains out, and I walk up to him and I touch him on the shoulder, and he like shudders, and he looks up at me, and he has just like tears streaming down his face, you know, because he was just throwing up so much. And in like that like second of that split second from me tapping him on the shoulder to making eye contact, it was like this like electric, like, it was just like humanity. Like I could empathize with him. I can't feel his pain, no, but like it was just like this like split connection of like, I'm so sorry that this is your life. And it wasn't because he was homeless as much it was because some fucking dude who was screaming his head off is like humiliating this poor guy for whatever the fucking reason is. And it just reminded me that like bullying transcends like race and age and socioeconomic status and everything. And it's just sad to see, you know, it was sad to see him sick, and it was sad to see what I just saw. I gave him the granola bar, and he manages to get out like a thank you, and I said, "No problem, like, feel better." And I go to walk away. And then this young, probably 25-year-old like white dude walks up to me, and within 2 seconds after he's seen me give the granola bar to this guy, dressed like a regular guy, Poindextery, we'll say that, and he asks me if he can have 4 quarters, he'll give me $1 for 4 quarters. And I'm like, I don't carry money. Like, who carries money? And he's like, I was like, "Sorry, dude, like, I don't have any cash." And I go to walk away. He goes, "Seriously, like, you can't help me?" And I was like, "No, I don't have money." And you're in the middle of Grand Central. There's a boatload of vendors. You walk outside, there's street vendors. Like, you're telling me that me saying no the first time, you're gonna ask me again? Like, and you can't find 4 quarters someplace else. And what the fuck are you gonna use with 4 quarters? Do we still have payphones? Do we? Because then he asks me, "Can I use your phone?" And I'm like, no. He's like, I need to make a phone call. Like, my dad's had open heart surgery, and I really like need to connect with him. And I'm like, well, you're saying a boatload of words and giving me some type of story that like you think I care about. And I said to him, "Nah, you're not using my phone." And I walk away. And then I realized in that split second, like, holy shit, I just like was approached by an average looking man, you know, did not appear homeless at all, probably in my age bracket, and shut him down real quick. Meanwhile, the older gentleman, crouched down, homeless as fuck, sick as fuck, like, I'm giving him what I had in my pocket. And the difference is because like that dude didn't ask, and he didn't persist. Like, when I say no, I say no, and you're asking me again, and it was just very off-putting and fucking weird. I don't know if his story is true, and the fact that I gotta even question it, like, it's super fucking sketchy. Made me realize how much I judge strangers. Yeah, I judge strangers. It's fucked up. And I don't really know what the whole point of the story is, but most people in that situation, I feel, would feel safer adhering to, like, the well-dressed, like, younger guy, you know, and give him something versus, like, the sick man puking who's obviously homeless, maybe potentially dangerous because you don't know. And I just empathize more with the homeless guy who isn't asking for shit, you know? And every single day in New York City when I see somebody that's homeless, I'm 10 out of 10 times giving what I have, whether it's like change in my pocket or granola bars that I have extra hanging out. I am 10 out of 10 times giving it to people who don't panhandle, who don't ask, and fucking, especially the ones that are on the subway yelling and like saying, like soliciting their like self, like no. I try to be nice and I try to be a good person to people who just, I think, deserve it more. And silence speaks a lot more than some things. I don't know. Just like another New York City story, and this happened the other night, and it just kind of shocked me how apprehensive I was about an average looking guy versus helping out a sick homeless guy. It's fucked up, right? I don't know. Don't get it twisted. New York City's awesome. Homeless people rock. And I wish I could do a lot more to help out people in general. And I could just do what I can every single day. Just a little bit here, a little bit there. And that's all I gotta say. Yeah. We're done.